Awesome. Lex, how you doing, man?
Doing well, man. Doing well. Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming in. I know this is like the start of this studio space and how we're doing, so I appreciate, someone as talented as you taking up some time, out of your day. And
Oh man, no problem, no problem. Honestly, I do very much appreciate the space for singer-songwriters, musicians, artists to be able to express themselves and to be able to support each other with a little bit of this family network, because we're all in the same family,
Exactly.
and we're just gotta help each other out. There's so many good ideas and there's so many good artists out there that are definitely worth supporting.
Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of the idea of this space, is to give them that platform to get started, kind of get out there and speak their mind a little bit too. So I appreciate you doing this. So first off, I just got to go generic with it. How'd you get your start? I know, you were born in San Diego.
Uh-huh.
Your family is just from a great line of mariachis
Yes.
and all that. Your grandpa played the trumpet. Great grandpa played the trumpet,
Yes,
right?
my great grandfather. Yes.
Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about that?
For sure. So growing up, like you mentioned, I grew up in a family of mariachis, and this was like my initiation in music. It was beautiful. There was music all the time, guitars, trumpets, violins. My grandmother, amazing singer. So I grew up with this. With parties around me all the time.
Yeah, no.
and these parties were like 3 days, and it was all music, and it was good times, So I there's a very, very special, I would say, like nostalgic feeling, for that type of music in my life. I look back, and it warms my heart.
Yeah, that's awesome. Would you say it was your grandparents that kind of pushed you into music? Did anyone push you, or was that kind of
No one actually like pushed me. I was just, I saw music all the time, and then I was like, what? I remember my grandma, she was singing on stage, and she had like a 12-piece mariachi band behind her, and she stopped them, and she's like, no. This is the key that you're gonna sing in. You're playing in the wrong key. She corrected them, and this is the tempo.
Let's
and
go.
I was like, oh my goodness, that is very impressive. I don't know if I could do that, But I was like, I think I could be the guy in the back, though.
Yeah,
I could
yeah.
be the guy in the guitar. I didn't have any skills of singing or playing guitar. I was 8 when I picked up guitar. So I asked my mom, and she said, okay, let me ask Grandpa. She asked Grandpa, and Grandpa said, okay, mijo, here you go.
Yeah. Wow.
And several years later, here we are.
Yeah, exactly.
I haven't stopped playing ever since.
Oh man! So fast forward that you did The Voice Mexico, right?
Yes. Yeah. So my first big audition was American Idol.
Oh, okay.
American Idol in 2010. I sang for Jennifer Lopez, Steven Tyler, Randy Jackson. It was awesome.
Yeah, that must have been surreal.
It was insane. I started playing my song, and J-Lo started like bobbing her head. She's all about rhythm, and she's a dancer. So that almost gave me a heart attack. I was like, oh my god,
Like, just keep playing. Like,
focus, bro, focus. So I did. Long story short, J-Lo said yes. Steven Tyler said yes. Randy Jackson said, "Oh no, dog."
yeah, it's not for me, dog.
But I swear it was because I've watched the show so many times, and the fact that that was like a little reality check, Randy Jackson just called me dog, and I seen all these people get called dog through my screen, and I'm actually here now. I was like, don't worry, bro. Like, this is a dream come true. But he said, but you know what 2 yeses mean, So you're going to Hollywood. Here's your golden ticket. Made it to Hollywood. Made it to the top 50.
Wow.
Top 25. Make it on TV. I was so close. But for my very first big audition, I feel like this was a fantastic step into what was yet to come. 2 years after that, I was able to land The Voice Mexico. You know how they have it in every country, pretty much. So I sing in Spanish, and I sang my heart out. And one of the chairs actually turned around, and it was an insane experience out of this world. I felt like I was shocked, literally shocked by lightning, and the exhilarating feeling was just almost too much to handle, bro.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane, but you got to keep composure because they're filming for national TV.
Yeah.
And there's like 600 people in the public, so you're like, all right.
You got cameras flying over you.
Oh
and
my
stuff.
God, it
Oh,
is
man.
an amazing production level, bro.
Oh, yeah, I can
but
imagine.
it's also it just taught me so much. I was able to sing 4 times on national TV.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that too. Like, did that propel your music career
It
forward?
definitely gave me a huge boost. I was on the younger side, so I didn't allow myself to I guess to like be managed, or I didn't put myself in situations where I would collab with artists that were more experienced than me, and that would kind of help me guide. I was like, no, I got this. I know
Yeah.
everything. You know,
Yeah.
I was in early 20s, you know, and I became the worst rock star version of myself. You know, I came back home and I got all this attention, and everyone wanted to like have a drink with me, to do this, do that, everything, and I said yes to all. You know, I was like yes, 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 yes. Never had I experienced something like that before. You know, so it definitely swept me off my feet. I lost my ground horribly. And then I made some very, very horrible choices in my life. You know, after that, it was a dark time for me, and I had to like step back and like figure out who I am as a human being and what I have to offer. And it took me a minute to reset, but once I was able to like find myself, I came back fully recharged and just with a much better and clearer version of or vision, you know, of what I want and version of myself.
Yeah,
You know?
more
So
confidence.
I'm
all
definitely
that.
super proud of the person that I'm becoming, but I'm not there yet. There's still a lot of work to be done.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. So I have like a punk rock background, right? So it was very similar. Like, you know, we made it to like almost Warped Tour. We were right there, Ernie Ball and all that. And I was that guy in the band too. I was like, oh, I didn't get that. So it was like, hey, let's try this. Hey, let's do that. Hey, come over here. And I was like, yeah, I was getting pulled. There. So I feel it. I know what you're talking about and everything.
It's rough, dude. Yeah.
But
once you get like the iron feet, you know, and that like solid head on your shoulders, or it doesn't matter if it's wobbly, but it's on your shoulders. Yeah. You're gonna be better in those situations, you know.
So moving from there, a little segue. Is that about the time that you had your daughter and you know you started getting that iron feet, the head on your shoulders, or was that what was your turning point back into the music industry?
So when my daughter was born, I was on the show.
Oh, okay.
So this was rough.
Yeah.
You know, this was rough. And then I came back home, and it was very emotionally. I was very emotionally unstable. You know, I was all over the place.
Well, yeah, with everyone pulling you in directions.
Everything pulling me in 1,000 directions, and also like my head wasn't on right. So my priorities were all screwed up. You know, I wasn't paying attention, you know, to the real things that matter, you know, to the people that are actually there for you, and it came at a huge cost, you know.
Yeah.
But fortunately, where I am today, you know, all that led to so many experiences and so many lessons, you know, that have made me the person that I am today, and the relationship that I have with my daughter is beautiful.
That's
you know,
awesome.
she's the love of my life, man.
Yeah.
Like she's so much inspiration to me, motivation, and she's just definitely jet fuel.
Yeah. I have 2 daughters myself, and there's
bro, you know,
so like when I stepped away from music and everything, I had those moments where I was like, I really want to be back on stage. You know, there's nothing like it.
Yes. No.
And then I would pick up my guitar, I'd start playing, and just seeing them like sit down, just staring at the guitar, like, you know, you playing.
It's beautiful.
It's better than like a full room of people, man. Like it's
because what you see in that little look, you know, that like, oh my God, like this is my person, you know, like wow, like, and it's so heartwarming. I love that, definitely.
That's awesome. So you would say you found like a good balance between your professional career and your personal life, you'd say?
It's an ongoing battle, because I would lie to you if I tell you, oh yeah, like I have down to a T the balance of, you know, my structured life. No,
I don't think any of us do.
No, you know? Like honestly, I don't. But I try very hard. You know, I try to go to the gym and to balance out with like good meals and like practice and like have time for my family and have time for social media and have time for like gigs, because I stopped working like I stopped being a server. I was a server
Okay.
at
And
a
you're
restaurant.
just doing music full time now?
And yeah, now I'm doing music full time. For the past, I want to say 7 to 8 months. I've
Okay.
been doing music.
You made that step.
And it was a leap, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And it was
I'm like downplaying it.
so scary, man. It was so scary, honestly. But you know what? I was confident. I looked at the numbers and I was like, if we stay steady, we could stay afloat. And it exceeded my expectations. You know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
I've been very busy. I've been very blessed. I appreciate everyone who has hired me private, or all these wineries and restaurants that have me playing for their customers. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate you giving me a spot for me to be able to express myself artistically, musically. So thank you.
Yeah, and I was going to touch on that a little bit too. So we're living in Temecula now. That's where we're at in the studio.
Yeah.
And you've been primarily in this area, or have you branched out to San Diego, any of those? Or
So I've only been living here for 2 years.
Okay.
I was born in San Diego, and I lived in Tijuana, Mexico for the longest time. Then came back to San Diego like 6 years ago. And then I just moved to Temecula, like, what was this? 2020 for sure.
Oh, okay, yeah. I feel like a lot of people moved right before,
Right before it hit, man.
Yeah.
The unnameable.
I know, right? Like, we'll get flagged on YouTube still. I don't know.
Let's no dropping names, right?
I lived in La Habra in Brea
Okay.
with my family, and then I was like, okay, guys, let's move. Like, I grew up in Marietta. Let's move down here.
Yeah.
Like 2 months after.
Boom.
Yeah.
Shut down.
I'm like, I just spent 6 months telling them that it's gonna be so great. I grew up there.
There was no way. There was no way of knowing.
Yeah,
dude.
but that's how I met you, though. I was going around. I went to a real estate event at Akash Winery, I believe it was,
right, yeah.
and you're playing. And I'm looking around. I was like, these real estate agents aren't doing nothing but getting drunk. And I'm just being honest. But I'm like, I already got like all the shots I need.
Footage,
they're still just doing the same. And I heard your music, man. And I was just like,
that was so dope of you.
Yeah.
I so much appreciate that, because there was no need. Like, you didn't have to. You saw the opportunity, and you're like, I'm gonna get some shots of this dude.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking. I remember, and I remember seeing some bushes, and then you're like in between the bushes, and you're trying,
creeper
and
status.
And I'm like, oh shit, this guy's like really like okay, like you don't get it, bro.
Yeah.
I was like, that's dope. Like, he's really invested. And then I saw you from a distance, and from with a huge lens, and I'm like, oh, this guy's getting some good stuff.
Yeah, some people call me the Bugs Bunny of filmmaking, man. Like, I'm just like,
bump.
Yep.
Yeah, I love it. No, honestly, I very much appreciate that you did that.
That was cool. I'm glad that we were able to connect and still have like a relationship to this day. Like,
and that's
promoting
been
you
what,
and all that.
like almost 2 years. It's been almost 2 years, right?
Yeah, exactly.
That's crazy.
Oh, man.
Time flies. Hey, what's up? My name is Lex Borja, and this is my new single, Distracted. No one told me it would be this way. Thinking about your face every single day. No one told me you would be insane. Insanely attractive, you're asking me captive. You've got me distracted. Let me think. It's never really worked out too well for me. Let me say. It's never really worked out too well for me. Just let me show you that I can be true. I don't need anything if I have you. I found what I'm looking for. No more pursuing. There's no more undoing. It's only whatever we're doing. Oh, whatever we do. Oh, yeah. Oh, no. How come no one told me you would be insane? insanely attractive. You're asking me captive. You've got me distracted. Let me think. This never really worked out too well for me. Let me say. This never really worked out too well for me. Just let me show you that I can be true. I don't need anything if I have you. I found what I'm looking for. No more pursuing. There's no more undoing. There's only whatever we're doing. Oh, whatever we do. Oh, yeah. Oh, you get me distracted. You get me distracted.
So let's go into. I've seen a lot of your social media right now, and you're promoting a new song, right?
Yes.
So and it's called Distracted.
Yes.
Cool.
This is so. It's been a minute working my way into dropping a song that's all English, a full English song, because my first language is Spanish.
Yeah.
And all of those songs I write, for the most part, they are in Spanish. And then the song that I dropped in January 2023, it was a blend, you know, it was a mix and match of like a little bit of English, a little bit of Spanish, you know, and it was a nice little blend there. And that, I believe that set the stepping stone for the full, you know, was it crossover?
Okay, yeah.
You know, so now dropping this song Distracted, a full English song. I'm excited, man. I'm excited. It's a like a full R&B vibe. I've always wanted to make a song like this, like a super R&B, kind of like it's a mood. You know, it sets like this vibe, and I'm super excited to share it with you guys. It drops February 14th, Valentine's Day. It's a love song. Honestly, if you've ever felt like the person that just like, you know how that gravitational pull, but of your attention, and everything else goes into blur, and then you just hyper focus on this person. Everything about this person works and talks to you and speaks to you in different ways, you know, to where you're like, I didn't even know the world was going. Like, I was just so I'm distracted. Like, I'm just distracted by this person, you know. I can't wait.
I'm excited too. We got to hear a little bit of it today. You played a little bit of it.
For sure. That's awesome. And an acoustic version, which just hasn't been recorded yet. So that's exciting.
Super excited. I'm glad that you let me do it. Of course, it's just a demo, so he's gonna be in the studio. He's gonna be recording a fully produced song, and you guys just gotta go out there and listen to this. I'm telling you. Like you said, it's a vibe. Like,
it is a vibe, and honestly, I'm sure that this will come out just in time, like way before it drops. So the link in bio, guys, hit the link in bio so that you can pre-save the song, and don't forget to like check out the rest of the music on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. There's a couple music videos on YouTube, so for sure. But please do follow my social media on Instagram so that you guys can stay up to date on my music, on what I'm doing, where I'm performing, what's next, and yeah, just so you can show some love and I can show love back.
Yeah, if you guys haven't heard him play live, it's amazing.
Oh, thanks, man.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even have to do any like vocal treatment or anything. It's just whatever the mic's picking up. It's so good. I got one last question for you, and it might be a little bit of a loaded one, but I know you have some goals for this year, right? So I kind of want to go into what are your goals for this year, and then where do you see yourself 5 years from now? You know, if you got any of that.
Okay, so definitely my goal for this year musically is to drop a song per month. So we're talking about 12 songs this year.
Yeah.
So far, January, we already dropped that. It's called If You Never Loved Me.
Okay.
That is on Spotify. You guys can find it. And there's also an acoustic version of a music video, acoustic version of it on YouTube. This following month of February, we're going to be dropping Distracted, which I'm super excited. I've been working on the song for a year. Today, I started producing a song. It's not the third one. It's for the fourth month.
Okay.
Because the third one is already there.
Yeah.
Like we already have it.
Well, I can imagine you have to
you have to work ahead.
Yeah, that's an ambitious goal.
Yes, it is. And honestly, I wasn't expecting to wake up today and be like, oh, I'm going to make a song. I showed it to you.
Yeah.
That it's got potential, right?
More than potential. I'm telling you, it is so good.
It's good, and it's sitting on this super sick R&B vibe that I don't want to say like ripples off of Distracted, but definitely you could play it right after Distracted and not break up the mood. You know, like still.
He had me sign an NDA before we started. So
you can't share this, bro.
I wish there was a way we could leak it, but we can't. I'm not gonna. You just gotta wait for March to hear this, or April, right?
Yeah. So March or April. I still haven't decided because I want to give myself a little bit of time to not because I just started it today.
Yeah.
So it's coming together really nice. I don't want to kill the momentum of it, but I know there's a lot that goes into mixing and mastering and all that. So I want to make sure that all the pieces are there and the lyrics are right. And I do have a song I feel like this one is more on the like upbeat, trendy, fashion style, runway kind of song.
Okay.
And it's I did like this English accent on it. Never thought I'd be 23 on the verge of blowing up on magazines. Never thought I'd be in the city when my name is shining and it looks so pretty. And there's a bit, and there's a sick kick to it. And it's a full production of like Fashion Nova type style, you know, because I wanted to make it to where it's cocky, but not in your face that much. So I starts asking like, can you see me now? Can you see me now?
So, like, you made that step. You got a huge goal for the year, right? Are you seeing this, where are you seeing yourself 5 years from now? Like, and it doesn't have to be 5 years, but, I just feel like that's a...
So I'm definitely moving into a section of my career where I want to make more music, but like not just make it, but like put it out there. I definitely want to start touring hopefully next year. By the time I have like this, maybe an album of like, it's going to be 12 songs this year. So I can probably tour with those 12 songs, I have songs prior to the ones I'm going to release this year. So there's that too, that I can start using for the touring. I also want to get into merch. And I
just saw you got an updated logo, right?
Yeah, we got a new logo. So this is gonna be one of the hoodies that's gonna be out there for you guys if you want to support the brand and the whole upcoming of just the artistry of it, just trying to express ourselves. It's super comfortable. It's super cozy. We don't have a lot of colors yet. This off-white color and a black one with a white logo, which is sick.
I think it's perfect. It's neutral. Anyone can wear it, And it's been so cold in California. Like
it has.
Hoodies are all time, all year, except for summer.
I know. And there's talk. I can't say a lot, but there's a talk around the campfire that Lex Borja might drop a bottle of wine.
Ooh, that'd be awesome. That would be perfect. Just playing there. You got your own bottle there.
I mean, I play at the wineries.
Yeah.
All the time. I'm singing for people that love wine.
Yeah. It just.
Yeah.
It totally makes sense.
It makes sense, right? Okay.
That'd be cool.
Stay tuned, guys. That's gonna be awesome.
Heck yeah, man. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for everything to come.
Appreciate it.
Thank you again for sitting in here and let me ask you a bunch of questions.
No problem. Thank you for the invitation. Thank you for the space, for your time. Guys, thank you for your time, for, tuning in, supporting his art, and through that, my art as well. We appreciate you. Thank you. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow us everywhere. Not the mall. Don't
Don't
that's
follow us
kind
at
of
the
creepy.
mall. I mean, yeah, that is a little, I'm just picturing me when I met you, I was like, out of the
we're
bushes.
not that famous yet, but yeah.
Oh, that'd be so good. But yeah, like he said, all the links, everything that was mentioned in the description. Of course, it's one click away, and you can get access to everything that we mentioned in this episode. And buy some merch. Like support this guy. Come on. He's got an album he's got to put out, And you guys want to hear it. The only way to do that is
it ain't cheap, yo.
You gotta get some of that out there. So instead of supporting, someone that you don't know, you know him now.
Yes.
You know his story, and just you'll be one of those people that's like, hey, I was there when he got started. You know?
Yeah.
So
I was part of it.
Yeah.
That's the best part. It's not just that I was there; it's that I was part of it. I supported him, and my support was a little bit a grain of sand, or however big you want to call it, but it's still support at the end of the day that helped me pay, I don't know, for some studio time, or helped me pay for the mix and master, which is I do most of my producing, but the mix and master part is where the little cherry on top comes in, all the little so that's where it's gonna come in handy, guys. So if you want to support, by all means, it's very much appreciated. Love you, James. Thank you for having me, Bubba.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for the time. Stay tuned, guys.